drives me nuts. I said I wanted to record landscape mode so you can see more. I don't like when the video is so skinny and little, but sometimes it lets me do it and sometimes it doesn't. Today it's like, nope, change the orientation, change the orientation. I was like, I don't want to change the orientation. I want it like landscape. Ay, that's so annoying. Sorry. Can you hear me? Let me know. It is cloudy here also, and I have the door, well, not the door. Well, the door's open, but the little screen door is closed because it's nice and chilly outside. But it's gonna be like high 70s later, supposedly. Let me know if you can hear me. I was like, oh, I'm gonna log in early and I'm gonna start it up early, and then it started fighting me about the portrait mode. Oh, yeah, yeah. So aggravating. And I'm sorry. So I want to do crafting and I like better when you guys can see more. Okay, Nancy says she can hear me fine. So I was looking at the chat, and I'm sorry, I want to put it more in front of me that way I can see it without like looking away too much from the camera. But LK had said, Craft Day was so disappointing. If not for your YouTube, I would not have bought anything. It's been, oh, sorry. It used to be so much fun. What happened? I didn't look at the schedule for today, so that much, I was just looking for like the crafty things. So I don't remember what else they sprinkled in. Basically, when I schedule this, I try to schedule it during an hour where I'm not like on top of Diamond Press or on top of LGS Creative. So I'm just looking for like the host names or like the people that are going to be on their names. I don't know. The last time, how did you guys like that last time when it was like Monday and Tuesday or Tuesday and Wednesday? They did it over like 2 days. Let me know what you guys thought about that. Thank you. Good morning, guys. Hi, all my buddies are here. Thank you. Um, Raggedy Ann says, I've been stalking you for the gingerbread house. So yeah, no, and I had mentioned, fortunately I got these things for Diamond Press. They didn't have that many items. I will say they had like 6 or 7 items, right? Or 7 or 8, something. Um, Late Thursday, they guess they didn't notice or didn't realize that they hadn't sent them in yet. So, by that time I'm already have things on schedule I need to work with. The, spellbinders, obviously all their club kits are out and all that stuff. So I have a schedule, so to speak. I have, kid duty, all that stuff. And then on the weekend, I just want to sleep in now. I used to get up early to like try and do some videos when somebody's awake, and then so I'm like, you know what? My daughter has to wake up like at 6:45 in the morning to get ready for school, so they get out to school pretty early, and then I have the whole day. But they came in so late Thursday that I think I got one video done because it was like 2 o'clock, and I have to go pick up Miranda at like 2:45. So I got the one video done, and Friday I'm working on whatever I could, and I knew that one was going to take some time, and so I just couldn't get to it. And then tomorrow I had yesterday I had other things. It just was a kind of a bummer that things came in so late that I could barely kind of get it going. So hopefully the videos didn't seem rushed, but I tried to do my best. So yeah, that one, I was like, okay, I'll do this one. I'll do this. Okay, I think I can squeeze this one in. So I was just kind of thinking in my mind how long things take and, focus on the mega kits and those kinds of things. So sorry. So Lana Barron says she's very disappointed in recent HSN craft days. And, I mean, there are some changes. Obviously, they've moved to, and I don't think just moving to Philadelphia or Pennsylvania, wherever they're at in Pennsylvania, has anything to do with, that part. But maybe the schedule, I don't know. Um, I don't know what to say. I was actually really surprised that the today's special, is it today's special? Is the diamond painting. So that's kind of a newer thing for them, or a newer company that they've been showcasing for a little while. But so that's good. And hopefully that's doing well. I don't know. I don't do diamond painting, so I don't know anything about that. But um, I think that's cool. So thanks, Vicky. She says she can hear. Glad she can be here. She's off work today. Oh, that's awesome. Uh, yeah. Deanna, were you talking about the advent calendar? Yeah, Deanna's saying lots of advent calendars. She says Anna's was different, overpriced, and that's what I kind of mentioned in my video yesterday when I did a little haul video that sometimes I'll go ahead and buy something when I think you guys probably want to see it, even if it's a little higher in price that I would like, or maybe not quite my thing. But that one is just paper ornaments for like 50 bucks, whatever. I was just like, I'm okay. Especially if you spend 50 bucks and you usually get dies or whatever it is, in other advent calendars. So I don't know. Yeah, I think everyone's saying they can hear me, so that shouldn't change for anybody. Hopefully everything's okay. To see. Vicky says I wasn't really a part of anything before last year, but the craft days are still great. Yeah, Nancy says tariffs had made lots of items too expensive, and that's why not the right. Yeah, I think that's the case also. Like, I don't know. Things are happening. Okay, so Shireen's asking, can you maybe come up with a Halloween project for candy bags or candy bars to hand out for Halloween? I'm assuming she means bags. Yeah, I was hoping to do something like that. Like right now, honestly, you guys already know on the first of the month, like it's like spellbinders, like boom, 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 and then right after that, they come out with their new releases for the month, and sometimes there's 10, 15, so many releases. Or with each one, I have so many items, and they would like for me to work with each item, so like I have to. There's just a lot. But yes, I'm hoping to do more of like busted out type videos or whatever I call them now, start from stash videos for that kind of thing. Okay, so I will say, oh, I didn't say at the very beginning, I do have some items linked. It looks a little different when you're doing a live. Right under the video, it says shop, and you can click on those, and I have everything linked that I worked with for Dime Press. I didn't get their embellishment bundle, so I don't have that to show you guys, and that does have an auto ship option to it, but I don't have it here, so I'm sorry. And I linked the LDS creative items, and I linked some Anna Griffin items that either I already have that they have on their site, and I totally misspoke on that, so I'll talk about that in just a moment. And those would be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items through those links. Hi, Jean. Yeah, Jean's my sort of neighbor. I was saying it's kind of gloomy out here, huh? So I want to show you, like down here under here, it says shop, right? So it's this little guy right there. And that's what you click on to expand the links during the actual live. And I think later they should be just there like you normally see them, or like down in the description box. But sometimes they're not quite in the description box yet. But they're also a little further down now that I see that. Anyway, what I was gonna say about the Anna Griffin kits is I misspoke because they had images and it was just the dyes, and it didn't really say anything about the other products, but then they updated the links. So whenever I had worked with these guys, so this is the origami ornaments kit. You are getting all the supplies that come in that kit, which I was not aware of because, like I said on the link, it looked like it was just the dies. But they have since updated, and somebody had mentioned so the beautiful papers, which I didn't go through because I didn't think we needed to. So anyway, I'm not going to go through it right now, but it does have a ton of items. It's not just the die set, right? So that's the origami set, which I haven't worked with yet, but if you guys want to see that, I can. I did work with the tag set for you guys. So we made these tags the other day, right? This was something I made during Create 10, and then this little tag. I will say there's an image about these tags that says that looks like it's just cut out right here. The die doesn't actually do that. We fussy cut that. So if you like to fussy cut, you're gonna cut this little area here, and then you're good to go. I am so sorry that I had to orient this video the way it is because now I feel like everything's far away. But anyway, so that's what we had to do to make it look like those images. So that's the festive tags, which actually, yeah, the dice that's in there. So it does come with the stuff. This one isn't as loaded, I will say, as the one I just showed you. The origami one does come with a lot of cute things, like I said, including little feathers to make your little angels. It's really cute. I think. Now that I said that, I hope that's not in the swag bag. I think the feathers were in there. And then the treat boxes is again another really big bundle of items. So when you look at the pricing, it's not just the dies, and then also I know some cost more than others, and it probably has to do with the other stuff that's in the bags. Some kits are a little more deluxe than others. So I did link those there in the description box for you guys. But if you haven't seen the video, I went ahead and made this in the video, the treat boxes. And then this one is the one from the class, and that's obviously more deluxe and done up more, a little differently. But there you go. So I'm sorry that I misspoke in the video about that because I was like, oh, it doesn't come with the other items, but it does. They do. Oh, thank you, Barbara. The tags are so cute. Oh, Shireen, thank you. Shireen says your hair looks great. So if you guys know, like in February, March, whenever the last time we went to Hawaii, after that, I was like, I'm not gonna dye my hair anymore. Like I'm done. Like there, you hear all these things, and I mean, it's just chemicals. And if you do that, fine. Obviously, I've been dyeing my hair for fun since I was like 16, but because I, have gray hair, I don't know, maybe 10 or 15 years now. I'm 47, and I just decided to stop, and we'll see. I mean, if it's not great, I will dye it again. Like I don't have any problem with it. I just figured, you hear all these things and everything's like cancer, and then people are getting weird cancers and they don't know what. I'm good. It's definitely probably the strongest chemical I use, and so I was just like, I'm not gonna do it. And so it's almost all washed out or grown out. There's a little bit of this orangey color that you guys know. If you dye your hair black, when it starts fading away, it's like a weird brownish, reddish, orangey. Oh, that drives me nuts. But it's really far in the back now. So like, it's taken a few months, right? Let's say February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. like 7 months. And yeah, like my husband, yeah, do whatever you want. Like obviously he doesn't care. Like it's not for his opinion to be like, but yeah, he's like, yeah, yeah. I mean, that's what you want to do, go for it. And so anyway, and I said, well, we'll see, because it's really on me. Like if I feel like, maybe I'll start dyeing it again. But I'm trying to see what it all looks like. So there we go. Oh, thank you, LK. So don't be hard on yourself. We love your videos no matter what you do with them. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Barbara. Thanks, guys. Okay, so any questions? I haven't not been able to tune in because, like, it starts at midnight. Whatever. It's 9 o'clock here. I'm getting the kids to bed and all that, and I just, get them off to school. Like literally, Dorian just left. He has a late day, and then I go pick up Miranda. So like today, even is really squished. That's why I was like, if I don't do this gingerbread today, that's it. So I do want to show you a few more items from the things that we did go over, because I know a lot of times people will miss videos, especially when I have a whole bunch of them. But I feel like this time they were pretty spread out. Um, the bright bouquet. This is so cute, you guys. The Dime Press bright bouquet. Oh yeah, Vicky says the today's special is amazing. Crystal art is very cool. Yes, I like the little crystal diamond art. Thank you, Jean. So love your hair. Let mine grow out during COVID. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, I honestly, it doesn't bother me. And I was even saying, like, who cares? Like, obviously, if you're older, you're older. But like, I'm not that old yet. But I've had gray hair for a long time. So like, I don't think my face looks like. It's just that's how it is. What are you gonna do? Anyway, um, there you go. It is so cute. What do you guys think of this one? Oh, because I love the bright bouquet. Andrea says she's letting hers all go natural, just don't want to pay for color. Yeah, well, I did mine at home, and that's the other thing. Sometimes, like, immediately the next day, it would already have some roots, and I'm like, what am I even doing? So there's a lot of frustrations, so it's just like, forget it. Okay, so Christy says she loves a bright bouquet. I mean, this is so cute, you guys. Obviously, you could fill in way more than I did. Maybe have some little leaves falling down here, or little posies out here. Like, so cute. Carol says she got this one. Gina loves bright bouquet. Susan says she dyed her hair for about 25, 30 years, and she got colon cancer, right? Followed by breast cancer. And, after the chemo for both, I said that's it. And that's kind of where I'm at. I'm just like, whatever things I need to add to me for, like, oh, you know, I'm just going to reduce that. Now, having said that, I do my gel polishes, but I'm very careful with it, and I've never had an issue. I don't, apparently, I'm allergic to like everything, but it's so funny because a lot of people who are very sensitive do get allergies from gel polish or acrylic and those things, and I don't have any problems with that. So I don't know. And yeah. I would say even when the babies were little, like honestly, I never really put like lotion on them because your skin, it's your skin. I'm sure they have what they need, and in my mind, I'm like they're just so fresh and new. Do you really want to start putting things on them other than obviously washing them and all that kind of good stuff? So like, I never was one to add extras. I don't know. I use lotion all the time though, but I'm just saying for the babies, like that's as crunchy as I get. Anyway, did you get create this year? So Sheila, I did not, because from what I saw, I was like, I don't know. And then also, I think, is it on the 7th, guys? What weekend is that? Is that the very first weekend of November? Let me look at the calendar. I didn't pay attention to that, but I feel like I'm not going to be here anyway. So my son has a band competition in Utah. Last year it was in Arizona, at Northern Arizona. Is that what it's called? Nazoo, maybe. And then this time it's going to be in Utah, which we've never been to, and it's kind of funny because it is going to be near, I think, where Diamond Press is located. And I was like, well, I could shoot out there, but we're going to go so quickly that I'm not going to bother them with like. I was like, I'm going to do a tour or something fun, right? But it's just not going to work. I mean, we have to go Friday and come back Sunday. But I think it's that weekend. November. Oh, it's November 14th. It's the next one. Okay. Well, then I take it back, and I'm still not going to. The last time I did Create 10 was the first time I ever did Create. I usually do crop at home. But let me know what you guys think about it. What did you see in the kit? Because I guess I can go look. It just seemed like there were other things in there that I was like, oh, okay. Maybe it's not my thing. I can't remember what that was or why I was struck by it, because they've been emailing about it, right, for the last like couple months. Yes, we all need hydration. Yes, it says 76 one needs hydration. I remember this one comedian was saying, she's like, you have this, you have the moisturizer, you have whatever. Like when she goes to the doctor, she's like, you just, when you get older, they want you to be wet. You just have to be wet. Everything just dripping. So that was kind of funny. Let's see. Oh, Shirley says her granddaughter is going to Utah also for band or just for school or however. So yeah, maybe we'll see each other at the competition, guys. I will be at um Greater Zion Stadium. Is that what it's called? Yeah, over that weekend there. Um, to watch the kids, do their thing, which is always fun. Oh, okay. So B Real's asking, do you need a code for the secret cell? I forgot to mention that, and we're already how far in? Okay, so thanks for being here, guys. I really appreciate your time, being here. Usually it's craft happy. Yes, I already forgot. And then yeah, craft happy, exactly. And there's usually I think the other one is like secret sale or something, but it'll show you the same stuff. Um yeah, and Wanda. Okay, cool. Well, I'll be there, Shirley. We usually try to stay and watch everybody do their thing, but sometimes we get busy. And we were gonna bring the RV, but this time I'm like, it's so fast, and my mom's gonna be with us, and it's kind of a long drive, an RV that's kind of bumpy, and we've never been out there before, so we're just gonna go in the car and stay at a hotel. Anyhow, okay, so that's bright bouquet, and then the vintage hello, is that what they called this one? Super cute. Okay, yeah. Nancy says secret sale also works. Yeah, so you always put that in. Oh, Vicky says she loves the rub-ons from LDRS. I did bring a couple of cards. So the vintage hello is so cute, you guys. This is the LDRS, the fairy garden one with the rub-on the inside. And I mentioned in those videos, and everybody left me comments to run my rub-ons through your machine, and I said yes. I mentioned in the video. I've never personally tried it, but everyone says that they just put the rub-on, put it through their, machine, whatever die cutting machine you use, and that pressure really pushes it on there for you. So something to think about. And I just go old school with the popsicle stick or with whatever we have. Um, Let's see. Raggedy says, I almost caved on the DP stamps for the mini platform, but the auto ships were pricey. See, I haven't seen that. Well, I didn't pay attention to the price because I always just jump on those. But I didn't notice that, so I'm sorry. I can't speak on that. I will say the auto ships have a lot in them that I was kind of surprised at. Like the images, I was like, I mean, you're getting your markers again, you're getting like more inks again, the packaging to put them away, all the stamps and everything. So I don't know, but I can check that out. Question: do you know how many embellishment boxes fit into the large and small boxes they had before? I should have brought the embellishment box. Sorry, I did not bring it. The empty ones. They're really cute. They're so sturdy. I love what they did with it. It's very cute. But I would imagine, I mean, I give you the sizing. I said they were 6.5 inches wide, I think, and 6 inches tall. Is that what I said? So you kind of, and then I think over 3 inches wide or so. So I mean, hopefully that gives you some idea. They definitely fit in there as far as the height of them. And then the width, if you can put however many this way or this way, I don't know, but they will fit in there. Um, sorry, I don't really have an answer for that. Oh yeah, Data says her daughter used to go out there for drill team, National City. One tip of the rub-ons and using a die cut machine is to keep a clean plate for the. Oh yeah, for sure, Vicky. Yeah, a lot of times when you run something through and you just want it to look nice and it gets like Mars from your plates, it's not great. Haven't tried rub-on technique yet either. Sure, this is Secret Cell has some good buys too. Okay, and then this one is from the Diamond Press Mega Stamp Kit, and I just honestly this blew me away. The way it came, I had no idea what I was going to do with it, and I was just like, this is really pretty. Obviously, you can do spring colors that have a very similar card, and then we did the little stamping on the back, which I forgot to show at the end of the video again, which it's very cute. We love that. Oh, and then this little guy from LDS Creative, I did have all these things linked there, and Susan says she bought the embellishment auto ship. She can figure she can always cancel. Exactly. That's what I'm telling you guys. For me, I always if there's something auto ship on something, I always just get the auto ship because if you want to skip it, you can. If you change your mind, you can unskip it unless the time has lapsed, right? You can cancel it whenever. You don't have to keep it. So but this is very cute. I think the way they did this kit too, or this die set, is awesome because I know we have spin cards from back in the day, and it was just a little more tricky. Even if you had dies or like a way to set it up, like the way Elders Creative put this together was so easy to use. So I thought that was fun. And then I also have a little rub on that one. Very cool. And you can see it's still there. It didn't like stick to the top or do anything weird, and it looks nice. And if everything's backwards, that's because that's how YouTube runs things. Like I can see my shirt it's supposed to say Sedona and it says anodes. But the letters are also backwards. So anyway, Vicky says her too on the auto ship. She says both. Free shipping. Yeah, so I was going to mention that, Joy. I noticed that free shipping with the HSN card. So sometimes they offer free shipping, site wide, but right now, if you have the HSN card, you can get your free shipping. And I see HSN TV says, "Hi, VNA. We love watching your content. Excited to see what you create today." Oh, okay. Well, thank you. Well, now I'm just going to pack it up because I'm too shy. No, just kidding. Yeah, this is VNA. You are so far away from the camera, or so far away, and I don't understand. Let's see. Here, there's a live audience this evening. Oh, that's fun. That is fun. So definitely check that out. Are you using it? Well, that's what I mentioned, Dieta, at the beginning. Is I'm far away because YouTube made me go into portrait mode, and it looks different. It just looks different. I don't know, than landscape, and I wasn't able to mess around with it because all of a sudden it was like, okay, live, 3, 2, 1. I was like, oh no, I didn't think I pressed it to go live, but so here we are, with the portrait mode. Vicky says you're anything but shy. Okay, all right. Okay, and then we have the little tags too that I just finished up by using the paper tape rolls. And someone had mentioned, they're like, "Oh, it's thicker than I thought." The tape, yeah, the tape is, like I said, like crepe paper, but not like thin. And you guys probably see in the video when I was working with it, like I readjusted it and it didn't like stick and act weird on me. It just came up like I wanted, and I put it back where I wanted. It is thicker stuff. So if anybody's familiar, if you've used them, let people know in the chat. I would love to hear from you. And then I used some of the stamps from the Mega Stamp Kit in there. Okay. Um, I did bring the Mega Stamp kit with me for the most part because I'm going to cut, I think, the gingerbread house at least. I don't know how much stamping I can do or setting it up, but we will see. Oh, a Rainforest Cafe. I bought this like 20 years ago in downtown Disney. What did you make? Da, da, da. What did you enjoy making the most from the HSN Craft Day products? I know. That's tough. I love the spin card, of course. This bright bouquet was awesome. Um, I just told somebody, I was like, that was my favorite one. Was it the bright bouquet? It probably was the bright bouquet. I think she's the belle of the ball, guys. I love this. I love things that are just dies, a ton of dies. And the project it made is so cute. I mean, and it fits just perfectly in an A2 envelope. I mean, the whole thing. Right? It says, "Yay" about the gingerbread kit. Thank you, Vicky. She says, "Love your card from the Mega Stamp Kit video." I hope I brought everything I need. I tried to bring, I have glue, I have my pack of paper that's just random papers, I have a pokey tool, I have my Grand Marquee, the everything for that. I think I'm gonna use craft card for the gingerbread house just so we can put it together. And if I have to do some stamping, we'll do that. And if I need some accents, hopefully I have it here. But we're gonna go for it, guys. Since I wanted to see you do the gingerbread house, yeah, we're going to right now. Maybe we'll get to it. I don't want to hurt myself. I'm here, so let me cut this open. It's not cooperating with me, guys. Doo, doo, doo. You guys usually have good luck to pop this open. The reason I'm being like apprehensive is because of my nails. Not trying to pop one of these puppies off. Okay. Well, how's the weather where everyone's at? It's so nice out here right now. Also, is it that far away? I mean, you can see that. Like, I'm looking at it myself. I feel like, yeah, I see what you're saying, but I might even bring this down a little bit. Oopsie, sorry guys. Just so you can see a little more of the table at this point. Okay. Okay. So I'm just gonna put these things here. I didn't bring my trash can out today, or quite yet. So Dime Press did send this item free of charge for my review, and of course, all opinions are my own. And like I said, I have the links there again with YouTube and HSN underneath the video here. There's a little shop tab, and then they should be running at the very bottom. But again, I don't know what it looks like if you're on something else. I'm on a computer. I'm watching on a computer. Okay. Ooh, I guess that's one thing I did not bring out is a ruler, guys. I mean, I can kind of guess with it, maybe using this little guy, right? We have 1 inch, 4 inches. So we have this larger die, the base die, and you just need two of these and the base, which is so cool. Like, I love that. And then it has all these accents for your little windows and your little doors and, you know, candy canes and all those cute things. And I'm looking at myself talking about it. So hopefully It's actually in real time almost. There's like no lag. That's crazy. Um, just super cute. The little shutters, you have like garlands, you have cute things to decorate the side with, right? This guy. Let me give you a measurement. Again, this is Grand Marquis because it is a larger die. So let me see if I can roughly get you a measurement for that. That's 4 inches, eight. I would say 9.5 inches on the length. But again, the width is the one that's really what you're going to want to know for whatever other machine. And again, I'm just kind of doing a little estimation here. Just shy of 6 inches. Hopefully that's the case. And I guess we can also kind of measure from like these guys. This is the smaller cutting folder for the Grand Marquis, and that is a 5 inch width. And you can see it hangs off just a little bit. So that's what I was saying. I think let's say 6 inches. I don't want to steer you guys wrong. So you can see this is about five. It has some little extra. Okay. And that's the biggest die. Oh, this is so cute. This little piece right here, it's like a frosting icing for the top. That is adorable. And then it has a second piece here, which is just the base and a little extra icing piece here. It's rainy in Western New York. Oh, I love that. We need rain. But then when it rains, I'm like, oh no, my roof, because I just shell shocked from having been here and having all these issues. But we have a new roof and it hasn't been a problem. So, ay, the cards that taste special are so pretty, especially with butterflies. Okay, maybe I'll check them out. I don't know. If you could choose only one Advent or Mega Stamp, oh my gosh, don't ask me that, Raggedy Ann. I would the Mega Stamp kit. Like I really like that. I really enjoy everything that's in there, and I like the auto ship for it. So anyway, I think so. And as far as the Advent, yeah, I would go with the Diamond Press Advent. Okay, and then you have these stamps, again, acrylic stamps. You have like cute little borders and cute things that go around the doors and the windows or whatever else. You have some little like, um, decorative pieces. I think you do have the die for uh the little wreath. You have a die for the tree, for the bow. Some of these items have dies that go with them. So hopefully, I don't know if you can see everything here, especially the way this is, but there you go. Vicky says the cards for the TLJ social media are half Christmas and half every day, which is great. Love that. That's what I was saying. I love the mega stamp kit. Like it came with everything. Like it has every day, has occasions, Christmas, all those things. Um, Crafty things, very cute. Okay. Um, oh, and here are the instructions. So I'm trying to see if I need to decorate things and then cut them, like as far as some of the stamps. I think we're just gonna do some die cutting, guys. Maybe I'll do some stamping, possibly. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Because there's a little door die cut that you can add in there. So it opens, which is very cute. It looks like what it looks like. It looks like it cuts and then leaves it closed up. So I suppose if you put some treats in that, you can kind of shake out of the door. That'd be fun. But yeah, they're showing you just to decorate that thing all up and then obviously put it together. So that is step three. Four, let me see here. I love their full color instructions. They're so cute. Okay, and then four is to put the base down at the bottom there, obviously, and then flip it over and form your little house. So we'll see how much decorating I'm going to get to, but I do want to show you the basic things. So one other thing I did not bring is some tape. I can run in the house and get it, but I do not want to. So I'm going to be very careful about this. Maybe. Okay, so let's get this guy going. We got this largest die. And then for one of them, you're going to want to put that little door die, which I think is this one. This guy right here. It doesn't have the cutting edge on one side. Why am I putting things on top of my computer? I'm just like stacking stuff over here. Let me move these things to that way. hmm Back here. Back here, that's good. Okay, that's good. You guys can see pretty much everything, huh? All right. I know people ask me if I live in my RV. No, I don't. I just like to sit out here for these videos. So I'm going to trim this down just a little bit because although the folder, this larger Grand Marquis Pine folder is big, it's not 8.5 by 11 big. Put this guy in here and crank it out. What are we reading? Have you heard when DP is going to have their instructions posted on a new website? Instructions for that one auto ship that didn't have the instructions? Is that what you're asking? I don't know, but I can send them an email about it. Where can I find the advent set? Mama Pillow, I have everything linked. It's on HSN though, but right again, I don't know how you're watching. If you're watching with a computer, right under the video, there's a little shop icon. You can click on that. Or at the very bottom, like if you keep scrolling above the description box, there's a list of the things that I'm using, and it's there. And I would super appreciate it. Okay, I'm a little bit scared about this one. Like I said, I think what I'm gonna do is run the die through and then come back through with the die because I didn't bring washi tape. There might be some around here actually. I usually sit in here for like the Anna like create events or the crop at home, and sometimes there'll be washi still stuck like on the table, but we're out of luck. We're out of luck right now. Oh, I just wanted to show you that cut perfectly and amazingly, and the little, everything's there. Checking on links, went to DP, but it's not, but it's on HSN. I was checking the links and went to Dime. Oh yeah, no, yeah, it's not Dime Press. Sorry. These items are now. It's for the HSN Craft Day. So Regan says, or Missy, she so wishes the gingerbread house was made to open and close like true treat boxes. I know. I was looking at it. I was trying to think of a way to do that. I'm sure you could craft a way to do that. But it sticks together at the base, so that's why I was like, well, that's a little bit harder because make it. I mean, the base of the base is gonna fall out, right? So maybe I can come up with a way of doing that. Um, we'll see. Okay, so I have these two guys, and I'm going to not be paying attention to the chat for a moment because I have to really look at this. Also, where did I put that die? Did you guys see it? Here it is. I'm like, oh no, where did I put my little window die? Or door. And so yeah, so generally you could have just ran it through with that die there, obviously with some washi, but I didn't do that because I'm a little bit scared. So I'm going to put this on here. And where are they putting it? Down towards the bottom. I suppose what you want to think about when you're placing the door is that later, oh, I have to run that too through, yeah, through too, is that you're gonna stick this base on and this comes up a certain height, right? And it's gonna be behind here. So just kind of think about how high up you want to put this in here to avoid that piece. Let me move some of these things. So I have stuff on top of my computer and my computer keeps falling asleep. Okay. So I'm gonna hold on to this nice and tight and you guys can wish me luck. Actually, yeah, here's fine. So if it ends up being crooked, that's why, but I'm just eyeballing. It looks like it might be a little bit crooked. I'm just holding it there. I'm gonna hold it tight until I get it uh, in here. Oh, let's go. Mom Pill says she got last year's Advent and just loves it. Oh, that's great. Thank you. Okay, there you go. So not too bad, not too shabby without tape. And then I guess I need that base piece too. So I'm just gonna run that through right now that we're here. I gotta move some stuff out of here. These examples, we'll move those over. Okay. Here and here. Let me see. Yeah. I would like to open to oh yeah. Let me just go over here. Like I said, you have that little door, and I suppose if you have treats that are small enough, you can shake them out that door. But I don't see that. Yeah, the opening. Oh, there's always ways. Like other times, I've had little houses or little boxes, or well, I guess mostly houses. I just leave something unglued, and that way you can still open it. I'm trying to look at this craft card because craft card a lot of times on one side it's a certain color and the opposite side it's like a different color, and so I just want to make sure that I'm cutting it the same way every time. And we have the base piece. Okay. Oh, I don't know, Carol. Carol's asking if Anna had a chance to show off all the projects for Create on HSN. I do not know. That's what I was just saying. I haven't seen a presentation yet. But usually after this, I go and I start doing other work and I start editing and stuff like that, and I watch as I'm doing all that. Cece says hi. um, yeah, mom will say maybe you could figure a way to make the roof icing the closure, and that's kind of what I was thinking about. But I haven't put that much thought into it quite yet. Let me put these things to the side. I think we're done with that. We're done with this for right now. Oopsie. Okay. Hopefully, like I said, I brought my little scrap bucket, so I'm gonna need like some stuff, the icing and all that. Okay. So they're recommending to go ahead and glue these guys together before you move on to do anything else. So we can do that. Again, you guys know I like to score everything. I'll probably wait because we're gonna do some stamping and I don't want it to kind of be buckled and weird and make my stamping weird. So I'm only gonna score this one glue tab. So we're gonna glue them together. Um I'm telling you, I've been racking my brain. I'm like, how can we do that? So like maybe this front part doesn't need to be glued down. I would normally go by the roof and not glue it in the center, but then that means you're not gluing it here or this other side, but you can, right? Just not glue. We'll talk about it right now. Let's put some glue on the right side here, meaning the right side facing you, not it is the left one right now. It's gonna be the left side panel. You guys know I always put glue right to the very tippy edge of the glue tab so that it just looks nice and then line it up. And then you can see exactly what you're doing and start stamping, adding, cute things. I suppose if you wanted to, like with dies, let me see. Let me look at them before I say something that's not workable. Let me look at the dies. That's icing. Yeah, how cute. Like you could probably cut holes if you wanted it to look to see through it. You know what I'm saying? Or even make yourself just like a little cut that looks like this, and then you put the window so then you still see inside. Or you just use it as an accent, right? The shutters, you have these guys. So I have a feeling you can kind of do that with all that if you wanted. Let me see. What are we saying? There are a lot of useful things. An advent calendar, in my opinion. Vienna has done an unboxing, which shows the contents. Yes. Oh, I should have brought. I wanted to use the red and green pens. We'll use them on something else, but I do want to use the items, obviously. And I did an unboxing and then didn't use them because it was a long video already the way it was. But there you go. So okay, now it says for your door you have let's see. Believe for the door to decorate you have stamps. And then you have like little windows and shutters. I mean, all these things, right? And then of course it walks you through everything that you can do there. So I'm gonna do the icing for sure. So we'll run those guys through. Maybe a little decorating, obviously on the door and stuff. Cut some windows. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know how much decoration I'm gonna do because, you know. But we will see. I'm trying to see what that is. Oh, okay. So if you're decorating like this kind of icing, there's not a stamp that looks like this or a die. It's basically a repeat of this stamp down here. It's a repeat of this guy. And then they added like some little extra decorations with some of the other little icons that are in here. Hopefully you can see what I'm showing you. Do you see what I'm saying? So this one's repeated other than this guy has its own thing. Um, okay. So I'm just gonna take like this stamp. Oh, this is the little icon that they used. It's really small, this little stamp right here. And it kind of came off with the door. So let me put that back. Oopsie. Where was he? Like here? I guess it was here. Sure. Okay. Behind me. I was like, where's my ink? Where is my ink? I'm gonna use a dark brown. Sorry, guys, I'm gonna be focused for a minute over here. I'm gonna keep this in front of me. We'll probably just cut out some windows, add those in with some like brown paper or white paper, whatever it is. I like the brown and the red that they did here. That's cute. Okay. Also, I did not bring. Where did I put the other tool? Here it is. I'm just gonna use this. I didn't bring a stamp position, not stamp positioner, but just like a acrylic block. So I'm just gonna ink this up and find my little door. And actually that works really well because it keeps it off until I decide that's where I want it. And I'm just gonna go for it. And when you're just going for it, what you're trying to see is you can see when the stamp is touching, like the ink just looks different all of a sudden because it touches the paper. So you have a good idea. So I'm gonna hold this for a minute because I don't really know if I'm in the right spot. Hi, D Fishman. Oh, perfect. Look at that. Boop. Eyeballed that one pretty well. All right. So that's that guy. Again, you have just a ton of decorations. I mean, all kinds of cute things. You even have little lights you can add. Obviously, the like gumdrops and cute things like that. I was literally gonna wipe this with my hand because you know how I am. But I'm like, oh no, I have my sham. It comes in that mega kit. Perfect. And again, it's just the right amount of moisture, like it's not sopping wet, and this is ready to be put back away. Vicky says she got the Eldris rub-ons, stamps of life. Oh, I need to check out stamps of life stuff. All occasions and balloon words. Okay, I have that. I think. Do I not have that? I think I have that already. Giant press, both auto ships, the Advent, mailstrom boxes, paper lace, bright bouquet, and then KC big stamp or BG stamps, sprays, vellum, acetate Christmas paper pad. It's also fun. Puffy stickers, Shrinky Dinks board. Oh, I love Shrinky Dinks. Beth does those, right? So fun. Okay. I don't know how much more stamping I'm gonna do. Let's reserve that for a moment so I can do a little more die cutting. And hopefully I have accents of brown paper that I want for the windows and stuff. And let's see. Today's supposed to nice change for yeah, it was that's what I was surprised like what it was because I'm like, oh, it's kind of a newer company or like the technique of that. I'm just gonna leave this here. Hopefully I'll remember that. And again, I don't do a lot of that, so I don't know. But okay, this white, this cream, it looks like cream color, doesn't it? I'm just gonna dig in here, and that's what I told myself. I said, if I have it, I have it. If I don't, I don't. Let's see. Ooh, okay. Well, I have this dark brown. It's not a ton of it. Oh, I have more of this brown. These are the same colors? It's the same color brown, isn't it? Okay, so that will work. I need white paper. A lot of times I don't keep my white paper in here because it's usually big pieces. That's also cream colored, and this is also cream colored. Let's put that back. White. It might not be big enough, but okay. There's some more white paper here. Hold on. Ooh, okay. This one's better. All right. We want this piece of icing for the very top of the house. So I'm gonna take that. Sorry guys if I'm missing questions or anything, because here I am. Let me see. Yeah. Well, no. You guys hear that emergency vehicle or is it just me? Every time. Never fails. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. I'm gonna use both of these icings. And you're supposed to add them on before, like they showed, because it's going to tuck into the creases of the glue tabs. So I have these two. Is there anything else white? That one goes right down the top, and then the other two. Okay. Oh, if you want to decorate the front and the back, right, with the icing, so I'll have to run it through twice. Okay, I'm getting icing done right now, guys. I'm just gonna put this right here too. I did bring the smaller folder, but here it is. If I can ever use a smaller folder, I will because I feel like I need to reserve the larger one, the use of it for like things that are a little more that need it, that have to be on that. Let's put that there. What are we saying? Like seeing the vendors. Okay, Carol says she didn't hear it. Okay, good. Well, that's when people tell me that. They're like, "Oh, I didn't hear it." And the video, you didn't hear it usually because I edit it and I take it out. I stopped and then I start up again and you won't hear it. But I feel like I do. Oh yeah, Diana. I remember seeing all those quilting vendors like must have been QVC a long time ago, years and years ago. Okay. I did bring a pokey tool. I shouldn't smack this around. Janet says she bought the DP Mega Stamp kit on AutoShip. Yeah, no, I highly recommend that one. And you guys know that means I'm also getting it on AutoShip. And yeah, yes, it's just way too many stamps. Make sure you guys sign up for the free folder. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, so Vicky, that's a good point. She says make sure to sign up for the free folder from Dye and Press. So whenever you buy a Dye and Press kit, if you email them, and you can either just let them know or have a copy of the receipt also, and they will send you a free marquee folder, like every time. So if you would like, I believe it's good for everyone. I don't know. I shouldn't speak ahead of that, but I'm pretty sure it's everyone. Okay, I'm done with that. I just bought two more SBC ink pad holders. Whole new. I know. I have almost all of LGS Creative ink colors because they're hybrid inks, and so I don't really have everything hybrid, right? I have a bunch of water based and other things, and I don't use them because like there's like 70 of them or whatever it is. I want to say it's more than that, and I don't have a place to store them, so like just throw them in a bucket, which is where they are right now. But I need to put them in something like all my close to my heart because I used to sell close to my heart. I have the nice like holders for it, and it spins around, and it even has room for like markers. I love those. But I need to get something for these other ones. Okay. Okay, so let's get some windows going, guys. So we have our icing. Again, it's gonna be a little bit basic, and I'm sorry, but that's how it is. We're just seeing the kind of what we can do. A little bird just flew over here. Okay. I do like this little circle window. So maybe we put that in the front. Oh, how cute. There's like a little peppermint you can also cut out, but I'm just gonna use this little circle window. Everything like that's gonna be like a little accent in brown. Little brown, this one too. We're gonna run a few of these through a couple times, and then rounded windows. So you have a square window option, also a rectangular window, should I say. Again, I'm gonna hold these guys tight because I didn't bring any tape, and we definitely don't want them on top of each other. Oh, no, what are you doing? Let's put this one here, this one here. Okay. Oh, cool. Thank you. Thanks, Vicky. Not using my card stuff for a long time. Yeah, well, that's what happens, Vieta. She says not using a cardstock for a long time. It seems like when she does, it starts cracking. Um, Paper gets, humid, moisture, whatever. It does start kind of doing that, right? The cracking. Okay, so I have one window and one of the little background ones, which I guess I'm gonna put in the back of the house. That's kind of what they did on their images, and then one little window for the very front at the top, like above the door. And I'm gonna cut out a few more. So I don't need a circle one anymore, but I do need some of these other guys. So another one of that, another one of this. Ah, okay. Sorry for the dead air. I was like concentrating over here. Um, yeah, spritzing helps for sure. Thank you, Vicky. I never hear the noise either. Thank you. Right now it's probably because I'm wearing headphones, so it's right in my ear and very close to my mouth. Whatever, so you don't hear the ambient sounds. On top of that, I have like settings for that. Okay, so I think we're done with this guy. I'm gonna put it back, and we're done with the little circle one. Going on. Sounds like it heard rain, but nope. Supposed to rain here in a few days. We'll see. Oh, I didn't notice that. Tracy's asking. Tracy always likes the hot tea, I will tell you. She says, just joined. Sorry if you mentioned it, but does anyone know why Crafter's Companion isn't on today's HSN? And none of their new products in the preview catalog showed up. Sometimes it has to do with like the items just didn't make it in yet, but even at that, they usually still show them and it's like extended delivery or something. So I do not know. Tracy. Oh, thank you. Yeah, Missy says, so happy you're doing this. Thank you. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, yeah, this is like one block from our local fire station here in Maldonado. Yeah, well, I can see my fire station. It's right there. Which is kind of fun because like they'll bring out the fire engines and they wash them. Things that you don't notice or don't know that they do, or I'm sure people know that they wash them. But like it's kind of cool because they open up the whole thing and like the whole front of it. lifts up in a crazy way, like you wouldn't expect that. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. Okay, let me see. One, two, three, four. A lot of times too, I'll be leaving when they're gonna leave, and I'm like, "Go ahead," and they're like, "No, you go." And I'm like, "Aren't they going for an emergency?" Like just go. Like I always wait for them, and it happens very often. Okay, I'm leaving and they're coming out. Oh yeah, and we're sitting there like in was it kind of Minnesota nights kind of thing. We're like, "No, you go. No, you go. No, you go ahead. You go." Wasting time. Like just go. I'm good. All right, I think that's it for right now, and I'll put this up. I'll try to do a little more stamping too before we, put everything together. But okay, we don't need the icing yet. Well, hold on. I guess we could do the icing. Yeah, the icing you can put on. Oh, I didn't do any window shutters, guys. I do want some window shutters. What time is it? 10:49. How much time do you guys have? I know it's gonna take a few more minutes, but let's do that. So let's get some red shutters, and I mean that means. Ooh, this is pretty red. Let's do some shutters. Let's do some shutters. There's also like little flower boxes, just cute. And they do give you 2 shutters, so that'll be good. I just have to run it through a few times. Okay, guys, for each window. Carol says, "Go for it." Okay, sounds good. I'm gonna cut this down because I'm using the smaller. Dang, we're almost there, guys. So I have a huge basket of scraps, but now I just put them in here, and it's easier to go for them. But then my basket's just sitting there not being used. But like I just have so many scraps of paper. It's ridiculous. Um, So I'm like, okay, let me use this up and then make sure to use the other one. So again, I'm paying attention that these guys aren't on top of each other and they keep wanting to go towards one another. Stop it. There, there we go. Pinch it tight and pray they don't move. Okay, Sarah was on Facebook this morning and said she would not be presenting because they have no idea when the products will make it to the US because of the typhoon. So it was a decision she made with it. Okay, yeah. That's probably good because a lot of times we do get kind of like, we're on extended delivery. It's been however long, it's a month, and there's still extended delivery. I do hear that from people. So yeah, for sure. Let's see here. Thanks for being here, guys. And hopefully you enjoy some of this live crafting. I don't know. Let's see here. Yeah, I super appreciate your time. That's why I was like, okay, do we have time for this? Am I getting rid of some things? What happened? Okay. I saw these things move and I'm like, oh no. All right. So we have 2 shutter sets and I need 4 because I have 4 windows that would have those shutters. Let's see. Vicky says she has a box with hanging folders per color. Oh, that's nice. That's a good idea. Yeah. I keep mine separately, just not separately, but like in the same tub. But look, I'm gonna save this little piece of red paper. Do I need to save it? Okay. Let's see. I don't know if that's enough paper to do at least one more set. There we go. And then we need one more set after that. Ah, Shannon says Diamond Press always brings out the cutest sets. Well, I could hit the lottery to buy them all. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Marco. It's so cool to catch it live. Missy said she loves live crafting. Okay. I know I was I should do more of it, but nerve-wracking because I know what I'm doing. And if there's an oopsie, like I would leave it in my video, I would leave it here, obviously 'cause it's live. But I just don't get around to doing it. Okay. 2, 4, we need one more set, right? One more set. And I'll do them this way. I could use some glitter paper too. I have this beautiful red glitter paper sitting here calling my name, of course, but that's all right. Okay. And then they also, like I said, have little flower boxes where you can put underneath. That'd be cute, maybe in white or also red just to match. But oh, thank you, Dadish. Your chats are always fun and informative. Oh, hi. All right. There we go. I'll toss that. And that is that for that. I know you're not gonna be able to see too much of the gluing, but I think you can see the project pretty well. I love that little top fan thing. I think that's cute. So if you comment, whoever comments like more, they get the little crown. So, and it can change up, right? Someone getting to be a little quiet, they lose their crown, I suppose. Okay, so we don't need this bottom yet. I'll do a little stamping possibly, but basically, I'm gonna take like this little circle. Hopefully, you guys can see that. Obviously, our windows, and I'm just going for it. If I can ever get this, okay, perfect. And we're gonna add this right at the top here. Centering it kind of over the door if I can. Might be a little bit crooked. That's okay. So I just added that little guy over the top. And then let's do our windows. So I'm going to put these little arched windows on the very sides and space them out in a way, hopefully. And you can kind of see that this is going to bend here. So obviously you just want it in this portion here down here. And hopefully that's going to be enough space. And if I didn't bring my picker upper, that's my bad. Because you can kind of see how much space you need for each window if you put the shutters down also. It's okay. I'll show you what this looks like in a moment. I know they would make cute cookie boxes, right? So, like I said, if you have a treat that's small enough that can shake out of the door, that's one thing. And I'm totally eyeballing this, guys. So, and also this is a awkward way of eyeballing. I don't know why. Because the table. Do you sit with your table this high? Not usually, right? So it's a little bit lower. But this is an RV table, guys. So this guy is right on me. Okay. I'm gonna put in one of the shutters. I'll show you this in just a moment. I'm just gonna put the shutter right to the side here, I suppose. I didn't bring any dimensionals with me, so there you go. Oh, thank you, Tammy. She says, "Hi, Vinita is going to be so cute." That is pretty cute already. That's why I'm kind of like, oh, I do need to do some extra stamping. And I didn't bring any other inks with me, but we have the markers that have, the colors there. So we could use something like that. It might be a little rough because I might have to stamp it a couple times, but I don't have a positioner that's that big. Okay, that was the wrong one. Nope. I put glue on the wrong shutter. Hold on. We need it to face out. Okay. I'll show you what this looks like and then we'll just keep moving on. And again, I totally eyeballed all that, but I think that's pretty good, right? It bends here, so this is what that looks like right now. You have the little flower box, super cute. Shutters are cute, yes, for sure. Uh, I can't see the crowns today on my phone. I'm on my phone. Maybe that's why. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I sometimes I watch a live podcast or whatever. It might be for that reason. Okay, now I'm gonna put these guys on the back side. You know what I'm saying? The side that goes towards the back. And I mean, there's a ton in here that you can decorate with, guys. But I'm just putting a little something together. You have what looks like a little pinwheel lollipop, obviously like a peppermint look, the candy canes, one going left, one going right, which is always fun. What else they got? All kinds of frosting looks. The gumdrops, sure, adorable. I think I already said that. Bow. Okay, so that one I just put like that. I'll finish up with the next set of windows, which is going to be a repeat of the first one, and I will kind of pay attention a little bit. I would say they're like half an inch in from the sides, and it looks perfect. So if that's something that helps you when you do yours, um, that'll be great. Let's see here. And again, I'm super eyeballing. I'm putting these guys. Let's just make sure that this guy. Okay, bring it in just a little bit more. Excuse me. There we go. Is that too much more? That seems good. Okay. I just wanted to look like the other one as far as the spacing. Like I said, these shutters are about half inch from the edge, and they're about 3/4 inches from the base. If that means anything. Okay. And then this guy, I don't know if it still has enough glue from earlier, so I'll just put a little extra. Okay. Yeah, there's a ton to decorate with in this. Vicky was saying there's a lot you can decorate with. I know. Okay. And we can talk about trying to leave it open somewhere to put treats once I get this kind of going more a little bit. Maybe a little over this way. No, oh, that's funny. Carol says, "Have you decided what you want to do at the top of the roof?" And that's what I was just mentioning. I don't know. We'll chat it. We'll chat it out. But I have a feeling you have to just leave a whole side open, not glued. But I don't know if it'll stay closed. Hey, that's pretty good, right? The spacing looks almost the same as this one, does it not? Like this middle area, like I said, it was about half inch in from where you're gonna crease it. Okay, we don't need this yet. And then again, if you put this on top, obviously, well, actually, that might help you. Um, we're just gonna fold this in the half, in the half. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Okay, thanks, Linda. So, oh, before I add this, let me do any stamping. If I was gonna do some stamping, okay, let's just pretend. Let's see. I'm a little scared. I'm a little scared because, like I said, I didn't bring the right positioner. Like it's a small guy, and we will see. So, what's a good one? The little bows. The little wreath. Again, these have dies too, so you don't have to just like go for it on some of them. I'm just trying to figure like this one. This is what I want. Something like this, like a little swirl. This is gonna be scary, guys, because I'm gonna put it on this. So, okay, a little swirl. Let me grab red ink. Okay, I'm gonna use the marker from the mega kit, and I'm just gonna go for it. So again, the very side of your marker to ink this up, and I'm just really doing it a lot because I'm nervous. You can huff on it and then just bring it over and stamp. I'm gonna let it sit there for a moment, make sure it's soaking in. Hey, not bad. But again, if I could fit this in a stamp positioner, I'd probably do it twice. There's a little red accent. Okay. So I'm gonna do that a couple more times. And again, just inking it up a ton. I give a little just to get that going and stamp it again. Oh, am I cutting into? I'm sorry. Please have on your TV Diamond Press being on. Okay, because I always schedule about an hour. Like that's what I'm assuming. But this is, we talked a lot about different things and I showed you all kinds of stuff, and now we're doing this. We're almost done. But go ahead and have that on. Yes, Shannon says, don't forget the secret sale on HSN. So even if you use my link to pop over there, um, you can just type in the search bar craft happy or secret sale, and it should get you into that. Okay. Yes, there's tons of stamps. Okay. Oh, well, this one's not having anything. That's okay. What else? What else? I'm just trying to think of something else that I can pop on here. I think that's all I'm gonna do, guys, as far as the stamping goes. And I'll show to you what that looks like. Oh, maybe a little heart. Hold on. Let's put a little heart on the door. Let's put a heart on the door. Let's put a heart on the door. This is actually pretty cool because you can see where you're going to put it before you squeeze it down. which is, I guess I've never really used my snap positioners in that way, but that works out real well. So I'm gonna do a little red heart and see if, yeah, Chrissy says she has both on. Yes, sorry guys. We'll see if this one works because I can see it's this bigger surface and then my marker's kind of spreading around. So I'll let that soak in. It's not super perfect, but guess what I'm gonna do? I have the outline. I can just come in here with my marker and color it in, right? Cute. Okay. Well, it's pretty good to me. There you go. Okay. So if I was gonna do more stamping, you'd probably want to do that. And then obviously add in your icing. So the reason I did that first is because I'm gonna start scoring this. That way, the icing also has score lines in it, and they're right on the edge. So I'm gonna score this as best I can. I used some really thick paper. A thinner paper probably would have been better, but I need this close to me so I can see what I'm doing, guys. Did I not bring? That's okay. I'm gonna fold it against my table. Sorry, we're almost done. We're almost done because the last piece is just literally gluing it together, and that's gonna be 2 seconds, you know. So basically, this has to be scored because it's gonna go inside the house. So I wish I would have brought my scoring tool. I'm just like squishing this. Use the back of my nail. Okay, they have a score line, but I use like the thickest paper in the world, of course. So it just makes it harder because it's kind of small. Oh, thank you, Shireen. So it's kind of cool to watch you craft from this point of view. It's a little different. I didn't even bring a paper trimmer because I was like, oh, I don't think I need to trim paper. We're not making a card, we're making a box, you know? I am doing a really not great job of this. And we have two more to go. Okay, there we go. I would say for this, if you have thinner paper like that Michael's Recollections paper that's kind of inexpensive, use that. So it's skinny and or thin, should I say, so it's really easy to fold it. Do you even know if the DP kit will be the same cost for auto ships? Usually, okay, for the mega stamp kit, the auto ship should be a little less 'cause it doesn't come with the same amount of things. If it's something where it's like very similar and it's always going to have a die or whatever, then a lot of times they're roughly the same pricing. I don't know. I didn't check on that. I will say if you go on there, it does tell you the pricing. You just have to look down into the information. Um, and then when you agree for an auto ship, sometimes it'll show it there. I don't remember. It might say like you're signing up for an auto ship that's 24.95 or 49.95 or whatever it might be. Oh, that's interesting. 20 cents to the Amazon Prime deal is the Diamond Art dealer. So I'm trying not to really shop Amazon too much. So trying to support local folks, even Barnes and Noble when it comes to books, you know. But anyway, okay. Carol says I didn't hear them say it. Like the pricing, that's weird. It should be on the thing. I mean, I can go over there myself right now, I guess, and check. But a lot of times they tell you it's not shouldn't be a surprise. But it's like in the small writing, or down at the description, it might have it. Du-du-du. Oh, I do have at least three of everything. It's just in the house. She says I need to go a to go basket to go into the RV. Okay. All right. We have these guys, and I'm gonna start scoring this because I need this scored already too. So I'm gonna score. Guys, when you have something that has a certain shape, you kind of have an idea of where things are gonna score into. The reason I'm scoring this is because that white icing is gonna be inside of this, I think. I mean, that's what it looks like. I guess it could go over the edge though. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see. Oh no, it's tucked in. Okay. That's what I thought. But then I thought, well, maybe they meant like it goes over the edge because the way you score it, I mean, it can go over the edge, I suppose. So this is what we're talking about, guys, when we're talking about if you want to make it, sorry, I'm gonna score everything. So everything goes in. Gonna go like this, right? And then the base is glued in. So that's why it's kind of giving us a little conundrum if you want to leave something open. So what I've done before, I had something similar to this, is I left a flap, like this whole flap unglued, right? We'll see when we get there. Okay. So since I'm scoring things, let's score this too. Vicky's saying the auto ship manager doesn't show a price yet. Okay, well then I am sorry. That seems like it's gonna be a mystery for now. 550 shipping. Okay. Oh my gosh. This oh my gosh. Can't get it. The piece of icing fell and I thought it was like a bug. I was like, ah! It was just this paper touching me. It was just this touching my leg, and I was gonna freak out, guys. Okay, we do need to fold this one in half too, though. It does have a score line also. This one's gonna be a little quicker. The other one is just that the score line is so close to the edge, it was harder to manipulate. So Mama Pillow, on HSN, you know, when it says like the search at the very top of their page, you want to look for, Diamond Press, or you're looking for Anna Griffin. You just type in something. So type in there, secret sale. Okay, so Shannon says just look, says 79.95 for auto ship. You have to hit auto ship to see the pricing. But again, okay, I didn't look and see exactly what is all in the auto ships. I'm pretty sure it's very similar. It just doesn't have obviously the tool again. You're not gonna have the tool again. So I don't know. Okay. All right. Okay, these white pieces. So these guys, obviously, I guess there's a left and right here, because of the way they're angled. I don't know if you can see that, the way the goo there is angled. So I'm gonna put this one here. I know it's hard to tell, but there you go. And right on that edge. So let's do a little something. So I'm gonna put glue on both sides, the one that's kind of touching on the inside and the one that's touching on the outside. Sorry guys, I'm trying to wrap this up. I know we've been here for a minute. I know some people don't mind that, but some people do. So I'm just holding it right on that same edge. If you want to only put glue like on the part that's tucking in, that might be better because then you don't have to fight it. You guys already know what I mean by that. So I'm going to fold this over, see where I'm at, and kind of fold this other piece too. Okay, I turn this over so I can see exactly where the score line is and kind of get those guys together. And I was right on, so that's good. Uh, oh, that's nice. Tony says the granddaughter started diamond art while away at college. Hello, Cheryl from Alaska. Okay. Let's see. Okay, see, this one is the same as the one I just used, so I'm looking for the left one. It's this one. I don't know if it's really that specific, but that's what I'm doing. So again, like I said, maybe you're gonna just glue that one piece that's more towards the inside if you want. So I'm gonna put it on top of this other edge. We're almost done, guys. We're almost done. I'm gonna hold this for a moment before I turn it over to see that I'm in the right spot. Bye, Dana. Yeah. Okay, sorry, I'm just keeping that flat, and then I'm gonna turn it over to see kind of where I am, and that was good. That was perfectly on point. What I'm trying to say is I'm just trying to make sure that on this opposite side that it's gluing in. It's that little strip, see? It goes inside. But like I was saying, I think you can probably just stick that on afterward and let it overlap, just like this top piece that goes over the top, right? If this seems a little persnickety to you. All right. And let's do the last pieces. Okay, Janet says she has an Anna Griffin question for me, and we'll see. Do you know how to download Create 10? I attended from 2024 to my computer before it's too late. Yes. Okay. Is there instructions in the special app? So Jen, you didn't see them the first time, like whenever we were there? So I try to make videos about it, but they were like, "Hey, take those videos down." So, and that's the reason. It's because it's so hard to explain something in speaking or write or in writing, really. But so you can go to your create. Oopsie, I'm gonna put this on the wrong side. Hold on. Go log in, to swap card, and then go to create 10, and under each class in the agenda or however you want to get there, it's usually right near Anna's face. That's how it was, and that's how you say it, because like there's a video up here and then there's like a solid face of hers, and down in there it's going to say instructions, download instructions, and something, I forget what it says. When you click on that, it's gonna open up your, it's either gonna open up or you have to download it. I don't know how your computer wants to do it. And then you can just print them. So I have all mine downloaded. Um, Sometimes I've gotten the printed ones if they were on super sale on her site, because otherwise they're kind of expensive, right? And then I get them bound at Staples. But that's where they are. Hopefully that makes sense. I know it's hard to explain in words. I think they did a better job this year of talking about it though. So I was like, oh yes, that's great, because they, during the videos, they would say where it was, as Anna was presenting or whatever. So hopefully that works. Oh, thank you. Okay. And supposedly they leave 'em up until the next one, and I will say they've left them all up. Like if I go back and look at Crop at Home 4, I think 3, 4, and 5 are on there still. And maybe it's different now. I don't know, but I feel like they were always there. They were still there. But yeah, definitely get those downloaded. You don't want them to go away. And you can also save, I believe, download the videos if I'm correct. I don't know. I feel like you can. Did I cut two of the same of this other one? Oh no. Okay, good. I was like, I didn't think I did. Okay. I was just looking at it wrong. Okay, guys, after this, we're gonna put it together. Just holding these pieces down. Um, Carol of the Crown. Let's see. Thanks, Shannon. Thanks. Da, da, da. My computer keeps turning off, even though I'm watching a video. It shouldn't do that, but it is. Yeah, so the auto ship for Mega Stamp set is 79.95 plus 550 shipping. Yes, that is way too strict with her rules. I know, I wasn't giving anything away, and I hardly even showed anything. But what I said was like, "This is where you find this," and then you download it and that kind of thing. Oh well, it's okay. It's their stuff. It's their stuff. I'm not gonna argue about that. Okay, so this is what it looks like right now. Again, I probably do more stamping up here. Obviously, we just are trying to get this guy put together for now. And then it says to go ahead and add this to one of the bases, and then you're gonna bring it around town. Bring it around town. Okay. So I'm just gonna stick this down. I don't know what I mind. I was like, oh yeah, that should take about an hour. I mean, we're kind of going on for an hour here. Gina says, cute so far, thank you. Yeah, and Carol says that's more than the first one. That's why that's surprising me. I don't know. Unless it's because the other one, the first shipment's on sale for like the craft day, and then the other ones are just gonna be the other price. I don't know. Couldn't restrain myself any longer. Just bought the DP kit. Thank you for the link, BNA made it too easy to order. Oh, thank you, Barbara. I appreciate it, guys. I really, really do. That's what keeps me here, being able to do these things and do what I do. Because yeah, yeah, the weekly deal drop. Okay, so this pretty much looks like what they showed in the picture, other than obviously there's more decorated. Stuck this on here, and then you're gonna bring it in and stick the whole thing together. Okay, so the base is gonna be the base. I don't think you should not stick down the base, because obviously whatever you put in there is gonna fall out if you didn't stick the base down. But let's see here. So I'm gonna go up this one side. Okay, I just put glue on that glue tab. And just lining it up. I always kind of keep an eye, see where it's at. I haven't eaten anything today yet, and I'm like, I want a burger. I'm gonna get a burger. Why not? It is. Oh, honestly, I didn't bring a ruler. It is a nice size. And I'm just holding this down. Sorry, guys. Usually on a video, I would pause here and come back because I don't want to waste your time while I'm just sitting holding things. But here we are. Okay. I'm going to do this other side. Oopsie. Okay. And then we'll do that last long side here. Again, I always put the glue right to the very edge. What am I doing? Ay, ay. Okay, let's bring that in right here. And I'm just going to use my table to help me get that down on there, lining it up. Oh, yeah, that would be very cute. Yes, I think the gingerbread house would be cute as a haunted house using other Halloween dyes. Yeah, for sure. I mean, put the little shutters like hanging off, like they're falling or something. That'd be very cute. Thank you guys. Thank you. I hope you're watching the presentation. Like I just mentioned. Sorry, I didn't mean to go too long. Okay. Like I said, the bottom definitely. Oh, unless you want to leave one side. Oh no, you kind of have to close it up, don't you? I was gonna say, I guess the whole flap could open, but that doesn't make sense. Okay, let's just talk about it once we get to the top here. Once we get to the top. Um. Okay, so we have this last glue tab, so I'm gonna go ahead and put glue on it and kind of tuck it in while I just push that in. There we go. And right, it's all in there. Of course, you want to pay attention. You can put your whole hand in here too. I'm gonna let that set up for a moment before I sit this down and try to use my hand to push everything together. This is a smash burger from Jack in the Box with onion rings. Whenever we're in Hawaii, there's a place that makes smash burgers. Well, there's a bunch of them, but they're like the lines are so long, or like even at the they're at the farmers market in Waikiki, and we love that farmers market. It's so good. But I'm like, I can't wait for anything. I don't love anything that much. Like, I don't know, especially when you're on limited time. It's like, but that is sounding real good right now. So Linda's asking what my favorite kit that Diane Prince bought this time. I had mentioned it's the Bright Bouquet. Like I love the Bright Bouquet. I mean, obviously the Mega Stamp kit's pretty cool. Everything it has is a really, really great kit. But as far as like, your standard stamp and die kind of set, has to be that one. The vintage telephone's so cute though. Let's see. All right. Yeah, the hate long lines, even though exactly. I'm like, we'll find something else that's just as good. Don't worry. Um, like, I don't know. And I think part of it too is that I'm out here in San Diego and a lot of the same, not the same companies, the same kind of thing we have here. And I'll just get it back home. I'll wait here, maybe. Not really. That's not true. Especially over there. Like I can just grab something else. This is crazy. Okay. So that's what it looks like right now. Now, I mean, you can glue one side and then just leave it open, but like you probably have to put a bow or something. Oh, I didn't fold this. Good job. Did I? Okay. Um, You know what I'm saying? And it does have 2 pieces of, this stuff, the, glue tab. So maybe, I say maybe you go ahead and glue the edge, right? Glue that one, bring it over, leave that glue tab, take this one off, and then just kind of tie it with a bow around the whole edges and around the whole thing. So when you open it, you have this flap, you can access everything. Does that make sense? Or like she's saying Velcro. I wanted to see if they said to cut off one of these glue tabs. It's kind of redundant, but no, I guess you're just gonna glue them together. It's fine. Okay, so that's what I would do, and then just put a bow on it. Obviously, it looks cute with a bow. It's a gift. I don't think it's out of place or weird or whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna put glue on this one side right now because I want to really make sure that's glued nicely, and then I'll glue the other side. Oh, Carol says, "Can I ask where you stay when you go to Hawaii?" So we just stay at the Hilton Hawaiian Village, and we haven't gone anywhere else because what happens, we always end up getting a deal because we have the Hilton points. So like last time I told you guys, it was $20 to stay there because they give you with your points, I had gotten 4 nights free, and then when you do that, you get a fifth night free for some reason. So my points were enough for the 4 nights, and then I got the fifth night free. And then they give you some daily allowance, which I never used, and I didn't realize with our American Express we can spend 200 more dollars for free. No, 300. No, 200. 200. And we didn't know that until now. I'm like, I said no, I want to use that too, but on food. And then I think we just ended up paying $20 for some overage of some other whatever I had bought for the whole week. Well, for the 5 days, whatever it is, 5 nights, 6 days. Is that what that is? I don't even, my brain. And then the time before that, it was a good deal. So I always get a good deal, and there it's right on the water, like right there. And a lot of times people go there just to hang out anyway. And so, like, I just don't see staying other places, but everyone has their special place. I love the North Shore, and my husband's like, I know it's so pretty, but like, will we really stay out there? Yeah, I don't know. I put glue on this guy on this side. I'm just holding it. A magnet strip to close the roof. Yeah. Oh, Rosalia, very good. Thank you. Thanks for asking. Actually, I was wondering, I'm like, have you guys heard from Maida, the Mad Scrapper? I haven't heard from her in a very long time. I know she gets really busy and things, but if you know about her or of her, let me know. Oh, thank you, Annette. She says, use your link to order the DP Advent calendar. That's on visual a lot. Oh, yeah. I mean, if you're looking, for the one, special thing or whatever, the Advent calendar, I mean, that's so fun. Yeah, this is the Hilton's amazing. Yeah, so we really like it there in Waikiki. But North Shore's so pretty. I mean, if you want to stay out there, I think they have like a Ritz Carlton. I don't really know what they have out there, to be honest, but like that's one of the bigger ones, and I haven't even looked 'cause it's the Ritz Carlton. But North Shore's so cool, so we definitely spend time out there. Okay, this is what it looks like right now. Again, if you left like maybe that tab, cut this tab off, and then just put your bow. You have a nice big gift. Look how cute. But again, this opens just over an inch in the width, I think, and the height is probably 2 inches or so. I'm sure you can put some little treats in there that you can kind of shake out, right? Okay, so let's glue the other side now. But if you didn't want to, just don't glue it. But cut that top tab off because it's kind of extra. So now I'm gonna put the glue here. I feel like this whole bit's gonna have to be done at once. So whenever I do that, I kind of flare these out so that you make sure they're touching this side, So flare them out a little bit as much as you can. And then that glue in there, get some glue around the very edge, like I always say. And then glue on one of these tabs all the way to the edge. Sorry, guys, I'm like super concentrating on this right now. Ah, okay. Yes, and that's the thing. So Dad is right. The North Shore is cool, but it's far from everything. Um, and that's very true. Okay, so all I did was push it in, guys. So those two tabs are touching, and then these sides are touching, and I'm gonna pay attention to that. That is so cute that everything is just kind of coming together. All right, I'm gonna hold it. Is it expensive in the North Shore? Yeah, I haven't checked that part. Shreen says she only stays there as well. Thank you. Stay at a hotel near the zoo. I think that. Oh yeah, yeah. So the zoo's yeah, yeah. If you're staying there, then the zoo's further down. I don't know how to explain it. My husband's not, I'm not good at north, south, east, west kinds of things. I just know if I'm here, the zoo's that way. If I'm at the Hilton Village, like I don't know. Let's see. But again, just whenever there's a good deal, that's all we care about. But it seems like the good deal has always been at the Hilton. And then, oh, my son, when we went this last time, he stayed just over at a hotel. It's the Hilton, Village, whatever, takes up a whole space. Like it's huge, right? Property. And then next to it is oh, I can't remember the name of it. It's cute. It's like white and blue, like Leilani or something. It has a name like that. Oh my gosh, I can't think of the name. And then next to that is the Hilton, the modern at Hilton or something. The Hilton at Modern Honolulu. Modern Honolulu is the name of it. They just bought it. I guess it was a hotel before on its own, right? Like its own thing. And it was like 150 a night there. So I was like, yeah, if I didn't have all the kids with me, I would definitely stay there. It's really pretty, modern, like it says. They have bars, they have swim up bars, they have, adults only swim area, and like it's just really pretty. It's really nice, like out open, beautiful. So that one I would stay at. They were really nice, nice people, like everything about it. Okay. And then it's just like a walk. a little short walk to the village if you still want to go there and check out their restaurants because it's like a huge place. All right, guys, this is what this looks like right now. It is a big boy. I don't really, let me see. If I'm measuring with this thing, which again is kind of crazy, it's about 3 inches deep here, but then obviously you have this top portion that is like 2.5 inches, and the width is about 3.5 inches wide, and then maybe 5 inches in this direction here. I don't know. I can't tell. This is 4 inches, and then it has this extra, and it's about the same, So that's kind of where I'm at on that. And then we have this little icing that can go on the top that is very cute. So let's finish it off, guys. And then I'm gonna let you go because I have taken too much of your time, and I am a hungry girl on top of that. So let's get some glue in there. Let's do this. Yes, I know, Rita. Thank you. Yeah. Thanks you. Thanks. Thanks you. I was reading the thing else. Thanks to you. Oh, thank you. Missy says you want above and beyond. I just wanted to add a little extra because I look so, sad without the extra, but I would definitely do more stamping and things. Um, if you're gonna use white ink, you definitely want a pigment ink. You probably want to heat set it or use white or watermark ink and then white embossing powder, or just use brown ink. Honestly, the brown looks really cute. Like it stands out. You can still do it, so it's more of a waffle cone look than an icing look, right? Which would make it very easy. Susan says, I love your lives. Thank you so much. So that is our little house. And again, I put it all together. If I had treats, I probably should have put them in before I close it all up, right? And then you just kind of shake them out of there. Let's see why not. Tons more decorating you can do, obviously. But this is very cute just the way it is. Make a little village and you're good to go. A little village and you give away. Oh my gosh, how cute would that be? All right, guys. Julia, hi. She says, hi, good afternoon. But we are wrapping it up. Any other questions or anything else, guys? Thanks for looking and sleuthing things out for us while people had questions while we're here. I super appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. I super appreciate it. Thank you guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for sharing your time. Like I said, time is precious, and I know that, and I really appreciate you guys being here. Um, Ilokai, there you go. That's the hotel I was talking about. Shireen says the Ilokai Hotel. I was wondering. I'm like Islamic. What are we talking about right now? Okay. Thank you. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you so much. Yeah. So we're gonna wrap it up. There you go. Hopefully, sorry about the angle. Just what YouTube does to me every other time I go live. Thank you guys so much. I super appreciate it. Yeah, I guess that's all the tutorials for like the review items I had. So again, I linked everything there. I linked some of the things that I already have that I've been showing you guys, some things that I just recently picked up. And I will see you all at the next one. And unfortunately, I had to kind of like come over here and do all this, but all right, have a good one, guys. Thank you so much. Bye now.